Hey guys, it's Rambo with the Cell Lab, and welcome for today's edition of Fixin' Stuff, the Samsung Note 2 screen replacement. This is for the digitizer only. As you can see, this is cracked. We have really terrible children also. So the first thing we want to do is just remove the entire assembly from the bezel. And it's pretty easy. All you're going to do is cut a little crease, and then you're going to start working slowly around the metal frame of the Tab 2. So that's it. You're going to work it out from one side to another. As you can see, it's kind of a slow process, and we want to use a blade to go ahead and cut around. The only thing we're really going to watch out for is where the charger port dips in. Bam! It's off. That easy. So the next thing we're going to do is just lay our LCD and digitizer down, and we're going to pop off the flex cable, and that just removes the LCD ribbon from the motherboard. It's the silver one. And once you pop that off, turn the screen back over. You're going to heat the edges of the LCD. If you don't have a heat gun, you can buy one from us. If you're cheap and don't want to spend any more money because your terrible kids have already broken your Note 2 or Tab 2, whatever we're doing here, use a hair dryer. It's a little tip that we don't like to share because then you don't buy anything, and how do we turn the lights on if you're not going to buy anything? Alright, so I'm going slow just so you can see the time it takes me to actually do this, and that was it. So now let's heat it up. It's hot to the touch, but not too hot that you can't touch it. I guess that's kind of like a chubby girl at a club, you know what I mean? You've had 4 drinks, she's hot enough to touch, but not too hot to touch it. And then we're just going to kind of work our way around. And the only thing we're doing here is just cutting the rest of the adhesive off with a razor blade. Be careful not to cut yourself. Now you're just going to peel the digitizer off of the tablet itself. So there's a thin layer of adhesive protecting this. And more than anything, you don't want to scratch the LCD. You also want to try not to touch it, because fingerprints on the LCD, not that they're tough to clean off, but you don't really want to take the risk of touching the bare LCD. Alright, let me just cut the rest of this off here. Now the great part about this is if you did heat it up, you really don't even need to put new adhesive around it. We definitely recommend it. If you're in a pinch and your Note 2 is old and whatnot though, you may just want to skip that. As you can see, there's a lot of adhesive left on this one. So we just want to kind of go around and cut off the shards of glass or any dirt on the frame. You know, it won't stick to dirt. So another thing that we like to do is once we get it kind of smooth, it doesn't necessarily take the adhesive off, but it takes a lot of the dirt off if you just kind of spray with denatured alcohol and rub around there. Let me get this last little piece off there. Okay, so now we're ready. And from here, it's fairly easy. Line up the screen and prep the adhesive. So as you can see, the adhesive's already around the outer rim for us. We already put it around the outer edge. Again, that's really easy. It comes with the part. Now, we're just going to kind of press it on there. We're not really firm, but firmly press it around there so it doesn't move. You're going to plug your flex cable from the digitizer back into the assembly. Hang on here. I just want to make sure that my digitizer is squared up. Alright, and now it's plugged in. Bam, there's our ribbon flex. Okay, now we want to test the LCD, place the bezel back onto the tablet. And that's pretty easy. It actually just kind of fits right in there. If it doesn't fit in there, don't force it. Just get it to fit in there. So before you do everything, you're going to want to test it. We see that ours works. The LCD is good. We know it is because we've done this 60 million times. That's a lie. I don't even think they made 60 million of these. But we've done it a lot. And as you can see, we're just kind of pressing firmly against the adhesive. Normally what we like to do and what we recommend for you is run the hairdryer one more time over it, or the heat gun, and that'll just help the adhesive set a little better. That's it. Samsung Tab 2 repaired. As always, free shipping, free tools, free FaceTime support. But please subscribe, we're trying to pay our bills too. Alright? For any parts or any help, go to www.thecellab.com. Thanks, playa.